Recruiting has been crazy the last month. I think we can all agree with that. And boy, we've had our eye on the Sunshine State of Florida. We talk about it, I would say, about once every 2 or 3 months. I remind you that the state of Florida is where it's at. Now, you may say, well, duh, yeah, there's a lot of talent down there. I don't mean that. I mean the entire key to achieving this fabled balance that some of you are looking for every which way but Sunday. Expand the playoff this, NIL that. That's not what's buying what you want. People in Florida getting their act together. People in California getting their act together recruiting. That is what balances the sport out because it makes Miami and Texas and USC and UCLA and FSU and Florida that much better, in direct contrast to taking talent off the rosters of Ohio State and Clemson, Alabama. So we've been talking about that a lot. I'm not going to beat that dead horse. Well, we have a situation that you and I need to talk about. And the situation is, I think that the good old-fashioned recruiting war between the Canes and the Noles is back. And I got the quote to prove it. Not yet. I'm going to give it to you in just a second. But do you remember, a lot of you do, I'm coming for you right now. This is the time, in case you were wondering. A lot of you have been making fun of me, bullying me, dare I say, over the past month, because about a month ago on this very program, I told you you need to buy stock in FSU recruiting, in some alternate universe where you can buy stock in recruiting. I told you buy stock in FSU recruiting. And I was really just telling you I like what they're doing right now. Well, then some of you made fun of me because it was probably as ill-timed as I could have made the statement. They had a couple of decommits right after I said it. But I didn't back off of it. I just screenshotted a lot of what you said about me. And it lives right here in the iJosh right now. But I'm not breaking it out yet for reasons I will state in a second. Well, all that's happened in the last month is 6 more verbal commits. They are number 3 in the country, are the Florida State Seminoles. They're number 1 in the ACC, and it feels good. It feels good. Feel a little vindicated right now, but I'm not off the hook. I will grant you that because I remember what was happening this time last year. We all remember. Colin remembers all too well. Tennessee was rolling, weren't they? Do you remember Jeremy Pruitt? Jeremy Pruitt, at one point in time, believe it or not, was the head coach of Tennessee, and they were rolling, and they got all these verbal commits. Now, we were going into COVID, so they were trying to snatch up every verbal commit they could get. It was an interesting approach. I had Nick Saban on the show. I said, how come a lot of these programs are getting all these verbal commits and you aren't getting any? He said, we're not changing anything. They signed the highest rated class of all time at Alabama. So it turns out the Saban guy knew what he was talking about. Well, anyway, I remember, so I'm not going to get burned by just putting my stamp of approval and endorsement on a class that's rated 3 nationally July 1st. I get that we got to wait till December and then February. I understand all that, okay? So I don't want to revisit that. And I don't want to have to go in the comment section and say 15 times, I know it's only July. Yes, I know it's only July. But I am high on the potential of this Florida State class. Manny Diaz has had some things to say about this. Now, you may ask yourself, why would Manny Diaz be talking about the Florida State recruiting class? Doesn't he have matters of his own to attend to at Miami? Yeah, but when asked about it, he's going to reply, as he should, as I would. So right now, to juxtapose where these classes are, again, let me lean in July, they have 3 commits at Miami. And so Manny Diaz was asked about this the other day, all the recruiting momentum in Tallahassee, and meanwhile you're ranked 71st nationally. Whoa, boy. So Manny, these are some classic quotes. He says, we are not a high-pressure outfit. There's a lot of schools that kind of press the kids to try to commit and get some fake momentum because of that. That's fine. They can win the recruiting bake-off in the month of June because that's not signing day. We want to be authentic in our relationships. If a kid picks Miami, we want it to be for the right reasons. So Colin is busy calling his T-shirt guy to get recruiting bake-off June champion T-shirts made, and I can't wait for those to come out. How great is that quote? How great is this in general? Sniping back and forth between Florida State and Miami in the month of June and July. I think it was one of the classic quotes of the, I almost said the O word, off season so far, recruiting bake-off. But what Manny Diaz is saying there, to skip past all the BS, and just what he's saying is, yeah, I don't care what we're ranked right now. I don't care what they're ranked right now. We're going heads up for a lot of kids. But we are taking a much more measured approach in the evaluation stage. Now, this is not an apples-to-apples situation. Florida State roster-wise is in a worse spot than Miami is. I don't think anyone's under the illusion otherwise. So it very well may be that at Florida State, they are taking a little bit different approach than they are at Miami. I would, if I was Mike Norvell, I'd be going at it a little bit differently right now, and my filter would be a little bit different than if I were Manny Diaz at Miami. Well, what Manny's saying is stop comparing us, and if you are trying to, you need to understand what he's saying, if you read between the lines, is there are kids we could take right now if we wanted to. We're not, because we're taking a different approach. We're taking a more measured approach. We don't have 100 spots to hand out. There's a very weird roster situation in play, and so we're trying to adhere to that. So shut up about recruiting rankings in July. Well, the very nature of people who follow recruiting is they're not shutting up any time of year, and I'm glad they don't. It lets us have a show, but it also requires some context. So Manny Diaz is sitting there right now, and he says, we may very well have the last laugh. And he may. He may at Miami. They may very well have the last laugh. But he said, unique twists and turns are coming. Those were the words of Manny Diaz. I couldn't show you the whole quote. Not because it was expletive laden. It was just very long. So Manny Diaz is probably right. There are probably some twists and turns coming. But the camps have already formed their talking points. You're looking at the national rankings right now on YouTube. Ohio State, Notre Dame, FSU, LSU, Georgia. 3 of those are mainstays in the top 5. 2 are not. We're going to talk about the other one in a second. But Florida State's sitting there at number 3 right now. Still a long way to go. But the camps have formed. And the talking points are starkly contrasted. On one hand, you've got the anytime Florida State lands a kid, either they won't stick or, well, they didn't have committable offers from anywhere else. And that's always fun to listen to because virtually no one who is running their mouth saying these things is privy to that information. And number 2, the other camp says, there's a word for what Manny Diaz is doing right now. It's called excuse making. He's making excuses because they don't have momentum on the recruiting trail. Well, you know how we feel about momentum around here. Now, it does exist in recruiting, but the thing about it is, if you define momentum as just having a bunch of commitments, Miami could have momentum tomorrow if they wanted it. So what he's saying, it's going to take a while to figure out the validity of. Because Manny Diaz is telling you essentially we'll be there in the end. And we don't really care about what's happening right now. I like it selfishly because I don't have a dog in this fight, but I really, really hope the collective tide is raised in the state of Florida for reasons I have stated over and over again, even in this segment, and won't do it again. It is good for college football when the big 3 in Florida are recruiting as they should be. And that's all I have to say about that.